Hey guys, Parallel here, and today I'm going to be doing hard mode, the Frost Gate. This mission actually ups the difficulty a little bit. I will be using the same team as last time. Uh, ugh, Sorry, I tripped over my tongue there. I'll be using the same team as last time, which consists of the Elementalist Monk Prop Hero, the Minion Bomber Necromancer, the SOS Writ, and the Illusion and Domination Mesmers. This mission introduces Minotaurs and more of the Stone Summit creatures from last game, or not, not last game, last mission, where they have a healing pack and three squishy mobs that all just are like melee mobs that don't matter. The healer's definitely just the most annoying part. But the goal of this mission is Prince Rurik and you're trying to get to Kryta, like the other human kingdom, and you have to continue through the Far Shiver Peaks, but the Stone Summit stronghold is in the way, and you have to grind your way through it. They have ballistae, which are blocking the human troops from continuing, and you have to destroy every single one of the ballistae and open the gate so that we can get through to Kryta. There's a lot of ice golem packs as well this time around. You want to try this mission to be really careful of pulling not too much. There are like a lot of 4-packs, but there's a lot of 4-packs that all have patrols throughout this game, where they have these patrol paths where you be in one area and yeah, there's a 4-pack, but there's this 4-pack that's walking around that quickly turns it into an 8-pack, and it just becomes something that you can't handle, so you have to be very, very careful about that. The Elementalist Monk is very good about keeping the damage low so that you're able to deal with it no matter what. Like last time, the Engineers will give you a 2% morale boost every time you kill them, which will boost your energy and your health each time they die, which is really good for you. We have our first mini-boss here after destroying the first ballistae. I ended up rolling the Monk mini-boss. They are randomly generated, so it could be a lot of things. The Monk is definitely one of the more annoying ones, because Monks are just annoying because they're able to keep things alive, like keep the minions alive over and over and over, and just delay you from winning the fight. So then we have these ice golems here that we have to deal with. This is the first instance of a patrol pack where I accidentally pulled both the patrol and the regular pack. I was able to deal with it effectively, but you just kind of want to avoid doing that. You want to immediately go to the left here, and then to the right. You can skip the pack that's straight that way and then kill this pack, which is really standard. There's another patrol pack there which I pull. Again, just kind of being reckless. Don't be reckless. Just be really careful and know what you can take down. In this instance, I end up taking it down, but it could have turned out not in my favor, especially if they focus my Elementalist Monk, which could be a big problem. So you just want to be really, really careful of that. I felt like I could take it though, so I ended up pulling it, but you just want to be aware of what you can deal with. You want to follow this path straight here, and then there is another patrol pack here. We're just kind of waiting for it, like you should do. And then we're going to pull it. The backpack ends up getting pulled anyway, but it gets pulled when the first pack is at half health and is already dying, so it's negligible. Once you clear this pack out, to the right of the gate ahead of you is another engineer with a ballistae, controlling a ballistae. You want to clear him out, and then the gate will open and another mini-boss will come out. There's quite a few mini-bosses that come out this round. You are able to actually use weapons, unlike last time, where you were carrying a torch pretty much 24/7. There's only a small period in this mission where you're actually carrying things around, so you're able to use builds like the Clay Bomber build to full to its max capacity, I guess I should say. The bonus mission here is actually pretty simple. It's coming right up. So what happens is the same dwarf from last time got captured again, and he's in the cave surrounded by the monsters that were with the Drake last time. I can't remember their name, but they're the necromancer monsters that like to cast suffering over and over. So you want to be very careful about suffering, just like last time. It's still a very dangerous spell. Just be aware of what your health is at. So when you get through them all, you'll find him, and basically what he wants you to do is he's like, King Jalis sent me forth again. He said I needed to find the secret plans to the ballistics that they're using during this mission. So you have to take him to a ballistae, and then he'll say, use this ballistae, it'll open a gate, and you go behind the gate. In a chest is the plans, you bring it back to him, and the bonus is finished. but he is guarded right here. Coming up at this intersection, there are two of these suffering packs. There's one when you walk straight, there's one straight ahead, and there's one to the right. The right is where you want to go, where he is standing, but you have to be really careful because you can accidentally pull that other pack like I happen to do right here. You're still able to deal with it, you just want to be able to monitor your health levels and make sure you're not taking lethal damage, because that could always lead to some unfortunate scenarios. So you'll talk to him right here, and he'll begin his whole spiel about how King Jao sent him. You can go ahead and go on without him. He will follow you eventually. You could clear the path ahead before talking to him to ensure that he doesn't die. I don't see it as necessary because the mobs tend not to target him, and it tends just not to matter because they not only do they not target him, but they just don't deal a lot of damage for the packs up ahead, at least for the point where you have to escort him. There's just not a lot of lethal damage coming out from them that you're really afraid of. There's this pack and that's it. I shouldn't say that. There's this pack, and then there is like a couple large packs right before the Ballistai. They never really seem to focus him, which would be frustrating and a reason to clear this out beforehand. But there's really, after doing it multiple times, there's just not a reason to. So coming up here, you'll have 3 packs on top of a hill. They are really fond of the Dolyak Riders, which are the healers. You just want to try to AoE everything down so the Dolyaks have a hard time keeping up the enemies and that you are killing everything very easily. So you walk up here. I ended up pulling actually every single pack right here all at once, so it's like, I don't know, 10 mobs or something. I ended up dealing with it really easy because the Dolyak Riders might as well not actually be a minion or an enemy essentially, because all they do is heal. They're not actually putting forth any damage. So they end up running out of mana and not being able to do much. So that's why you want to kind of do that AoE so that they're forced to burn their mana really early. So you click the firing lever here, he'll go here, he'll say, it shot a door. So that door up ahead, next to 2 more of the Ballistai, is where you want to go for the bonus mission. So you'll come back up this way. There's a point right here where Ballistai are raining fire on. You just kind of want to be careful about it. It doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage, but you still just want to be aware that it's a thing right here. It does knock you over as well. So you just want to walk past it. There are these mobs right here. You want to clear it all out. To the left right here is where the bonus area is, but you want to make sure you just clear all this stuff out so that you can just come straight back to the main mission, not deal with it. And you also don't want to deal with the Ice Golem pack that you're about to fight. That's a really big Ice Golem pack. It's 6 Ice Golems and dealing with the Stone Summits at the same time. It's 6 Ice Golems and it's tuned the Stone Summit, guys. The Ice Golems actually stack up really neatly here, which makes them very easy to deal with. They tend to stick in that large group, so AoE damage attacks are actually very useful against them. But you want to climb this mountain here. It is not the lock chest right there. The lock chest is just a randomly spawned chest. There is just a chest at the back called Chest, where the plans are sitting in. So you kill these guys. They tend to just do their burst moves. They're not very powerful. But there is a part of this mission that's actually very lethal to you if you're not careful, which is coming up, and I'll talk about that when we get there. But this isn't that bad. So this chest right here, you click on it after these are all dead, and then you have to carry back the plans. They are an item. You do drop your weapon if you're carrying it, like my glaive was destruction. So you just have to carry that back. You just want to backtrack all the way to where you escorted the dwarf to. I don't remember his name offhand, so I apologize for that. But you do want to go here. The Ballistai are not active anymore, so they won't be firing on that one spot that you had to avoid earlier, so you don't have to worry about it. When you do come back, there will be a mini-boss sitting in front of the gate, because you killed the 2 engineers which were controlling the Ballistai, and when they open the gate, when the 2 engineers die, a mini-boss and his little Stone Summit guys come through. Something I was also not aware of is there is a pack right in front of that gate. You have to be really careful about that, because they do have a patrol path where they'll go hide in the corner, so you can't see them very well. So I ended up dealing with 7 mobs, I think, when I fight this, which isn't a big deal, honestly. The 3-pack is not very dangerous, the mini-boss is not very dangerous. The only thing you have to be aware of is just that they exist, so you don't get, so you don't have this factor that you're not aware of. So I end up having an Elementalist Ice Golem mini-boss here, pretty easy to deal with. But in the corner is another Stone Summit pack that I end up seeing. They are stacked all on top of each other, so AoE is actually really good on them. So you just want to walk on them and just deal with them very quickly. I'm actually able to deal with them just by myself with my build, because they do a lot of AoE damage that the healer is not able to cope with. So you deal with this. This will trigger a cutscene. You want to just skip it and keep going. And this triggers the next part where they're saying, we have to get through, there's a gate in the way. So what you have to do, there are these 4, I don't know what to call them, door openers essentially. You have to carry around a lever, which you put in each of the door opener things. I can't remember the actual name of them right now, but you put them in there and it'll turn them on. So the first one will open this gate here. You want to just clear this stone summit pack. Each time you click one, there will be a except for the first one, each time you click one, there will be a pack of stone summit mobs that come through with a mini boss. So you just want to be aware of that is a thing. So you click this, and then you're going to be sitting here in front of the gate for a while. Make sure that when you put it in the lever apparatus or whatever, you grab it again. You do need it for the rest of the mission. So you want to go up here, sit in front of the gate for a while. It takes a little while for the game to recognize that, hey, they triggered the gate, it opens. So you just kind of sit here for a little while. In the next room, there are 3 of these lever areas, all kind of right next to each other. It is very, very tempting to go to all 3 of them instantly and click them and just be like, hey, I'm done with the mission. You do not finish the mission immediately upon the 3rd one being clicked. What you need to do is you need to do one at a time. You click one because every time a gate will open and stone summits will start rushing out at you. You want to make sure you deal with each stone summit pack before you just keep going, because you will get easily overwhelmed. This is the one part of the mission where you will get overwhelmed. It doesn't matter if you have your 6 party members. You have to be very aware of where the stone summits are, how many there are, what position your character's in. You just have to be really careful. It's not too hard to deal with if you just take it slow. There's no problem with taking it slow, even though it's like, you need to do this before Rurik gets overwhelmed. It's really not a big deal. Rurik will not get overwhelmed that fast. I'd never seen him get overwhelmed, actually, whenever I've done this mission in hard mode, so it's not a big deal. The first mini-boss will come out of the door over here when you click the main one. You want to just deal with him really quickly. As you deal with him, more stone summits will come out. You can see them over there. They're going to start coming in waves. You just kind of want to wait them out. They'll come out. And you want to make sure that you have the lever thing over here. You want to they'll come in 2s actually, which is really easy to deal with. I just put my guys there to deal with the 2-pack while I get this ready. I bring over here. This will open the next gate, which stone summit mobs will come through, and the next mini boss will come through. You want to get your guys and get them over here so they can kill that mini boss. And then once they're dead, once they're finally dead, and you've dealt with them at easy levels, essentially, then you will click the 3rd one, the 4th and final one. And then once that 4th one is clicked, after it's been clicked and after the game recognizes you've done it, it'll wait a little bit and then the mission will be marked as complete. The reason why you don't want to click all 3 of them at once is because, well, if you do it at once, all the mobs will come charging through. The game has to wait a bit to recognize that all 3 have been clicked, and then you can easily just die when you finish the mission, before you finish the mission, and it doesn't flag it as complete, which would be really unfortunate. But that is essentially the mission. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Parallel, and I'll see you on the next guide. Bye-bye.